Finna take off on spaceship. Watching these hoes like Matrix. And fucking her unless she nameless. Cause the last two was too famous. We got that trophy like a...
What is going on YouTube? It's Age back with a brand new video. Today I have 8 sneakers that I've picked up over the course of the past few weeks that I would like to show you, but before I do that, I just want to say today is the last day. May 21st is the last day to enter my seaincolor contest. So if you haven't already, enter that giveaway. All of the information as to how to enter is all displayed 2 videos ago. I'll also link it in the description. All you have to do is comment under there your Instagram handle, subscribe to this channel, and then follow me on itsadge and seaincolor, which is the brand's Instagram. Let's get right into all of my pickups. First, we have here a Nike SB box. It is a new one, size 10.5. And it is the Nike SB Dunk Low from the Rival Pack. These were initially advertised as a Rival Pack. This would be the Biggie, and then there was an Air Force 2 Low that was deemed the Tupacs. However, when they came out, there's no indication that they're even related to Biggie and Tupac in any way, but it is deemed the Rival Pack. So here you have that classic indigo denim. Over on this part, you have a cool little Nike logo. You don't really see this type of logo from Nike much. It kind of reminds me of Fred Perry. And then a premium leather tongue tag, as well as a plaid insole. Not sure if you can see it with the lighting. And also it comes with tonal waxed, it looks like waxed laces. So that's a really nice touch for a premium Nike SB. If you're familiar with the Nike SB line, you are aware that the denim SBs, or most of the SBs that come out that are denim, are really cherished by the SB community. And this is probably one of the best ones to date, I would have to say. I didn't know if I was gonna like them as much when I got them in person, but I had the opportunity to buy them on Nike the day of release. And I believe there's still quite a few sizes left. I don't buy SBs often anymore because I'm not a huge fan of a lot of the concepts and a huge fan of the colorways and things like that that have been coming out. But this one was a definite must, especially with that gum bottom. Dang. Very clean, very nice. Moving on, the next 3 shoes that I have all came in a package deal, and they are all Jordans. So I just want to shout out the homie FJ Cruz. He is another sneaker collector here in Hawaii. He's actually pretty well known here. I'll go ahead and post his Instagram here. But he came up with a super steal on the 3 of these Jordans. I'll go ahead and tell you the price after I show you the 3. The first, coming from a CDP box. CDP means Countdown Pack. It was a series of packages of sneakers, 2 sneakers, leading up to the release of the Air Jordan 23. So all of the Jordans that came with them, as you can see on this side, all added up to 23. So if you got the 1, of course you got the 22. If you got the 2, you got the 21, and so on and so forth. This pair is probably the most popular, if not within the top 3 of the best sneakers from the Countdown Pack. I would definitely say it's the Black Cement 3s, probably the Bread 4s and Bread 11s, and maybe even the Carmine 6s. But yes, it's just another clean pair of Black Cement 3s. Of course, there was just a recent retro with the Nike Air on the back. I would say at the height of this sneaker, this one sold for about like $400 or $500. I want to say maybe 5 or 6 years ago. I think there's been at least 5 different retros of the Black Cement 3, and each time they come out, they're a huge hit. So Nike obviously knows what they're doing. The next sneaker that I got is another half of a Countdown Pack, and like I mentioned earlier, this is probably within the top 5 of the best out of the 22 sneakers that released. These are the Carmine 6s, a very, very sought after shoe prior to the 2014 release. This was the only retro of this sneaker. Prior to that was the 1991, or was it 92? 1991 Carmine 6s with the Nike Air on the back. I did have a pair of those, but I never owned another pair of Carmines before until now. So Of course, with these came the 17s. I don't remember. I think it was like an all black 17. It doesn't matter. But this is one of my all-time favorite colorways for the 6s. When I first started collecting sneakers, 6s were one of my favorites. My all-time favorite at the time was the Oreo 6s. I've probably gone through maybe 4 or 5 pairs of those, and they were kind of like an iteration of these. However, instead of it being carmine red, they were black. So again, at the height of this sneaker, prior to the 2014 release, these were going for at least $400 to $500, upwards around there, because once again, they only released in 2008, and the original date in 1992 or 91. It's one of those years. The last sneaker that I got from FJ, which is another Jordan. It is a Jordan 1, and then they also came with this little OG tag here that was attached, like the originals. This is the Europe exclusive to the Do the Right Thing metallic Air Jordan 1 pack. There was a red pair, a green pair, and then this one was limited to only being released in Europe. They came out in 2009. Prior to that, this particular colorway with that purple metallic swoosh, as well as the collar and the wings and the sole, of course, only came out in 1985. There's very, very, very few sneaker collectors that actually have a pair of the original ones. They also match my alma mater to my high school, Pearl City Chargers. Another really clean pair of Air Jordan 1s to add to the collection. They're kind of reminiscent of the Dino Jr. Nike SB Highs that were all silver and then had hits of purple. You can see the sheen in the foiled metallic leather on the swoosh and the collar, as well as that really nice grainy pebbled leather bow. And I actually got all 3 of those shoes, the Countdown Pack Black Cement 3s, the Carmine 6s, and these 09 Do the Right Thing metallic purple 1s for the grand total of $120. That's $40 a sneaker. These are also very, very good condition, especially for their age, being 9-10 years old for both of them. Damn, these are a decade old. That's ridiculous. Didn't even realize. But yeah, $120. That's $40 per pair. Stupid steal. So thank you, FJ, for that. Moving on, if you couldn't already tell by the box, the next sneaker is yet again another Air Jordan 1. This is from the Best Hand in the Game pack, and it is the clay green Air Jordan 1. Wow. So this is my first time actually taking them out of the box. The quality on these is very nice. Very, very nice, especially for not having that tumbled leather. So it is a green suede heel cap and back, as well as a clay green suede swoosh. Oh, wow. So I didn't even know, but the insoles all have this design on it. I guess it kind of looks like a bunch of playing cards with the number 23 and Air Jordan on it. I want to see what the other one has. Oh, the other one has, it looks like a hand, and it says Hall of Fame. So yeah, man, these are super nice. For the entire pack, each sneaker was, I guess, designated to release in only certain areas of the world. This clay green pack only came out in the US as well as Greater China. When these were first previewed and set to come out a few months ago, this was probably my favorite out of the pack because I really like that deep olive color. So I actually got these from a restock at our local Flight 23 store in Waikiki. Somebody posted that they had a few more sizes left. I wrote, can somebody proxy me, because I was at work, and the homie Alex Kong came through. So shout outs to you, Alex. Threw on that military discount and then sold it to me with that discount. So I got these under retail. So huge shout out to you, Alex. I'm so stoked to have these. This is probably one of my favorite Jordan pickups of this year. We have 2 sneakers from the homie Keola. The homie Keola always hooks it up with these steel ass prices that I really can't say no to, no matter how poor I am. So shout outs to you, Keola. The first pair, which he threw in for free, he wasn't even supposed to give these to me, but I did want these when they did come out, is the Shoe Palace 25th anniversary old schools. So if you've been following me on Instagram or on YouTube, you do know that I have a huge love for this checkered print, especially on Vans. So over here you have the old school that came out for Shoe Palace's 25th anniversary. The sneaker is made out of several different materials. The toe and the heel both have this suede. Side panel is made out of canvas. The tongue is made out of this tumbled leather. So you can see here on the inside, it has the location to all of the different stores that they have. Can't really see it. California, Louisiana, Florida, Hawaii, etc, etc, etc. And then on the inside of the shoe, it has the Shoe Palace red along with that checkerboard print. And then on the bottom, it features that black and red checkerboard like you see in Shoe Palace on the floors and typically around the store. That red and black checkered pattern there. So a very, very clean sneaker. I have worn them already and they look great. Again, I love old schools, I love Vans, and I love checkered print. 3 wins for me. And then lastly, this is a replacement box. He also gave me these. Bang, bang. These are not Vans. These are actually Ian Connor's Revenge Storm sneakers. Of course, these are made to emulate the Vans old school. Everything looks nearly the same except for this little thunderbolt here on this sneaker. A lot of people hate and say, oh man, these are like $200, $300 Vans. Read an interview where Ian Connor said he set out to do what Nigo, the creator of Bape, did with the Bapestas and their entire sneaker line. So essentially, Nigo just set out to rip off every single big type of shoe. The Bapesta being their most popular, that emulates the Air Force One. They have shoes like the Apesta, which is basically a Converse Chuck Taylor All-Star. The Yanksta, which is, I want to say, a Cortez. Skullsta, which is Adidas Shell Toe, etc, etc, etc. I can go on and on. But basically it's just his take on a classic sneaker, which I love. This particular colorway only came out in a pop-up in Japan, Tokyo, Japan. I want to say last summer. It says Storm on the insole. It has that big lightning bolt for the Revenge Storm. It says off the shits instead of off the wall on the heel. And of course the classic waffle bottom, similar to Vans. So of course, Revenge Storm no longer makes sneakers with this waffle bottom because I believe they got a cease and desist from Vans for using it. Now I believe there's a big chunk that says Revenge Storm, which in my opinion looks cooler, but they won't make those anymore. On the tongue, it says Revenge embroidered in there. Then of course it says Revenge Storm right there on the inside. This is my very first pair of Revenge Storms and I actually really, really like them. I fuck with Vans very heavily, and I do like these and all the different crazy colorways that they're coming out with. Will I cop them for $300? Probably not, but I got the 2 of these from the homie Kaola for $150. That's less than retail. I believe retail on these was $200. So flat out steal. I have worn these as well with my yellow seaincolor shirt. Last but not least, I got this last pair from another very good friend, my homie Preston. You can see the box says Saint Laurent. These are the Saint Laurent baby cats, calfskin baby cats. I'll go ahead and take them out. And once again, this is another take on like a classic shoe, which is basically the Vans Authentic. Just a very expensive, very luxurious type of pair for it. In all honesty, I believe the Vans are actually constructed a lot better than this sneaker. But funny story, these were initially mine, and okay, let's go back. So the very first person to buy these was actually my homie Kaola, who I got those last 2 shoes from. He bought it directly from the Saint Laurent store, I want to say 2 years ago, maybe 3, coming up on 3. He bought them, sold them to me for a stupid steal. I ended up trading them maybe a year later. They went to another person who went to another person who ended up selling them. It ended up with the last person who ended up selling it to my friend Preston, who ended up selling it back to me. This went through 4 or 5 different people from the first time it was purchased a few years ago. That's the really good and funny thing about Hawaii. We are so small and the sneaker community is so close-knit, I would say, that a sneaker that you regret getting rid of could definitely end up back in your hands somewhere or another. Regardless, just a very, very clean shoe. It's the Skate 20 lace-up with the baby cat design in this Solaris red. Of course, it says Saint Laurent here on the tongue with that calfskin leather, as well as on the back and on the inside. These have been through several different people, so they are quite beat. And of course, it says Saint Laurent back here on the heel. All right. And yeah, I have worn these since. I do love this pair. I got these for far less than what retail was. I believe retail was close to $420 or $500, and I ended up paying about half that, or less than half of that. So shout outs to the homie Preston. I just want to thank you guys for making it this far in the video. Once again, today is the very last day to join the giveaway that I have for my seaincolor shirts. So go check out that video. And then just follow those very, very simple and easy directions. Thank you guys for watching. If you did like what you saw, please give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you next time. Peace.
Smash out. I call my hoe and then I smash out. I bought my bros, let's get this cash out. I in my mind dropped a bag off, yeah. I'm going top ready, don't make no bad call. Just bought a new crib, but one was mad small. I drink my cup, I make it mad tall.